Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's Mercury and I'm excited to bring you more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet ranked VGC battles. Today's team is going to be featuring Garchomp, a Pokemon loved by many and by yours truly as well, and I think I found a great strategy with it. So for starters, let's talk about the start of the team. This Garchomp is actually an Assault Vest set with Steel Tera, and I thought to myself, Garchomp already has decent bulk with an excellent HP stat and good defenses, so why not make it a bulky attacker? By Terastalizing into a Steel type, you're able to survive against Flutter Manes and Iron Bundles, and it also covers your weakness to Dragon type moves. This moveset is pretty standard, but Iron Head is there instead of Protect to hit Flutter Mane, and you're fairly defensive, so Garchomp wants to focus on dealing damage. The next one I want to talk about is Grimmsnarl, and I actually used this exact same one in my first Scarlet and Violet video. It's got dual screens to make you even bulkier, and Misty Terrain helps prevent burns and sleep, and even potential Thunder Waves on your Garchomp if it becomes Steel Tera type. It does weaken Garchomp's Dragon Claw, but if you really need the Dragon Claw, then maybe it's best to not use Misty Terrain on that turn. Grimmsnarl is also quite strong for a support Pokemon, even with no attack investment, and it has same type attack bonus on Spirit Break, which can hit the common Dark types for super effective damage, so it's definitely not to be taken lightly. Next is Corviknight, and I believe I used this Pokemon in a recent video, but I will say that being a flying type is really valuable in Regulation C, so that you're immune to the ground type moves from the opponent, and of course your own Garchomp's Earthquake. And Corviknight deals lots of damage as well, and it can also set up Tailwind. Aside from that, we have a Booster Speed Iron Bundle which has Encore, which has won me the game more times than I can even count, and this is a decent Pokemon into Dondozo and Palafin as well, which can sometimes give this team problems. Flutter Mane is a choice spec set which is pretty defensive too, and it appreciates the Reflect and Light screens from Grimmsnarl. It's mainly there to help against Iron Hands. Finally, Chien-Pao has great synergy with Garchomp due to Sword of Ruin, and Throat Chop is good in situations where you don't want to Sucker Punch because you're unsure if the target will attack. Ice Spinner can remove opposing terrain, but also your own, so you have to kind of be careful using it. That's it for the breakdown, so let's get into the battles after a quick question of the day. If you could make a new status condition, what would it be? I would add something called Berserk, where you do more damage but all your moves have reduced accuracy. Or maybe a unique status condition, where at the beginning of each turn, you have a 50% chance to get a temporary boost to your highest stat, or a 50% chance to get a temporary drop, just for that turn. Anyways, just brainstorming because I feel like Pokemon could use a new status effect after so many years. Alright guys, enjoy the video.
Okay, so we're gonna see a Palafin, Dragapult, Iron Bundle, Wo-Chien, Goldengo, and Dragonite. Interesting. What are the odds he just goes Goldengo? I think Goldengo's really good into my team. So I feel like we kind of want to lead Flutter Mane? Maybe? I don't know if he brings Palafin, for sure. You know what, let's lead with Grimmsnarl, and then we might be able to get an Earthquake and then switch our Grimmsnarl out if he does have a Goldengo. Did we ever change the Tera on this Grimmsnarl? No, we did not. So we are just standard Fairy Tera, and then that leaves us with... who do we want in the back? I don't know if I like Bundle here. I do like the Chien-Pao in the back. Maybe not Flutter Mane. Yeah, let's go with these. I'm just so scared of the Goldengo. If he brings Palafin, I think that's fine. I think our picks do relatively well into Palafin. But Goldengo, yeah, you definitely have to... Ooh, given that it's on his trainer card, he might have brought Goldengo. It seems like it could be his favorite Pokemon. And he did not. Okay. So Bundle plus the Dragonite. Do we want a Tera? I think we do actually Tera here. We go for a Dragon Claw. It's my first time using Garchomp on the channel as well. He could have Iron Head on Dragonite, although I don't think that's very common. Who's a bigger threat? Bundle or the Dragonite? I think it's the Dragonite, so we're gonna go for And actually, you know what? We're going to Light Screen anyway. Because I don't want to take much damage from the bundle. I'm going to Tera to get around my weakness. And then I'm actually going to try and neutralize the damage from the bundle with Light Screen. I think this is a decent play. Does he Tera? He does not. Light Screen going to go up, so we have that for 8 turns, which is super nice. And then he just goes for Icy Wind, okay. That's actually honestly kind of ideal. Both our Pokemon are at 174, that's kind of funny. We're going to be slower than Dragonite now. Oh, actually we're not, never mind. So this is just a bulky Dragonite. Sweet. T-Wave on the Grimmsnarl, okay. So it's like a support Dragonite then. Alright, now I think a Dragon Claw does pick up the KO. And then we're going to probably set up a Misty Terrain because we don't want to get paralyzed on our Garchomp. So yeah, let's go for a Misty Terrain this turn. Oh, he swaps Dragonite. Interesting, interesting. And he goes into, what, Goldango? Yep. Misty Terrain comes out, so... Okay. What does Bundle do, though? He just spams Icy Wind? Okay. It's not doing much damage. But I'm fine with that. Okay, Dragon Claw comes out. I was just so scared of another Thunder Wave onto Garchomp. And that's why I didn't want to make that play. But we're going to Earthquake this turn, and I think switch out to Corviknight. Let's see, he might Freeze Dry the Grimmsnarl slot. Which would not be ideal, but yeah, Corviknight going to come out. I don't think he gets anything crazy into either of our Pokemon. He might just go for a Make It Rain, but he went for a Hydro Pump and missed. So, super unfortunate, but that happens. Oh, he tricks. He tricks our, what? Corviknight. I don't like that, but at least Safety Goggles doesn't do anything for him. We just gotta remember we're Scarf now, which is kind of funny. Okay, so we pick up the KO on the Goldango, which is nice. And I mean, like, we can't use Bulk Up or Roost or Tailwind, so we're just spamming Brave Bird now with Corviknight. But I think if I were him, I'd probably set up a... Or I'd go for a physical attacker here, yeah. Okay, do we want to... Do we want to go for Brave Bird? I think we Dragon Claw here. And yeah, I think we Brave Bird as well, just in case it doesn't... Actually, let's Brave Bird the bundle. I'm curious what play he's actually going to make. Hydro Pump shouldn't do much into Corviknight, or not Corviknight, Garchomp. Just because we are also Assault Vest. And he just Fire Punches. Wow, we live! Perfect. No burn. He's Protective Pad. That's super cool. You never see that item. Crit on the Dragonite. I don't think it mattered because Multi-Skill was broken. And yeah. Okay. Dragapult is our last Pokemon here from the opponent. Like, do we bother swapping the Garchomp? At this point, I feel like it's just dead weight. It's on 2 health. He kind of did his job, you know? At this point, I think we just Earthquake and then try and Brave Bird. Yeah, he's just gonna forfeit anyway. So great match overall. If that Fire Punch didn't KO, I think we still would have been in a decent spot because we had the Chien-Pao in the back for the Dragonite. We could have gotten an Ice Spinner off. Yeah, it's kind of counterintuitive because at that point it takes away our own terrain. But the terrain was really just there to prevent that one turn of Thunder Wave. And had I known he even had Thunder Wave at all, I wouldn't have set it up. Like, if I knew that he didn't have Thunder Wave, I mean, I probably wouldn't have set up Misty Terrain. But Misty Terrain on this team, I feel like, is just there for Spores against the Moongus. It prevents Pokemon from falling asleep, getting burned. Actually, it's really good into Arcanine now that I think about it as well. It prevents all status. Prevents, like, accidental freezes even from the bundle. But he didn't go for any freeze dries or anything, so yeah, good first win. Interesting. We see Quaquaval Quaquaval is, or however you say it, the water starter. Quaquaval? Quaquaval? Anyway, that Pokemon, you never see him. He's really, really bad. I think he's like a D tier Pokemon. But maybe this guy knows something we don't. I also feel like I've seen this team before. We might have even faced it. I think it's the Tailwind with the Kilowattrel. I mean, most of them run Tailwind anyway. Why would you not? But that being said, who do we want to lead? I think we actually lead... Do we lead Bundle? What set is this for Bundle? I think it's Icy Wind. Oh, it's not. Okay. If that's the case, I don't think we lead Bundle. Let's lead Chien-Pao. I'm scared of the Kilowattrel, though. We also have to keep in mind that Brute Bonnet has Spore. Yeah, let's lead with these two, and then we'll bring, we will bring Garchomp, and then we'll bring the Corviknight in the back. Yeah, I thought about bringing Bundle, but I don't think it has too much utility into his team. Also, anytime I see an Iron Hands on the enemy team, like, I'm kind of scared to bring Bundle, because Bundle, I feel like, doesn't do much. Or anything really at all into Iron Hands. Unless it's, like, Flying Tera already, and then you can KO it with Freeze Dry, but they're usually running Assault Vest, too. So... yeah, definitely a little bit scary. Kilowattrel, Iron Hands. Okay. So given that he did that, we gotta think about who he wants to fake out. If he has fake out. Some of them don't. We could protect. Or we could also Ghost Tera just to get around the fake out. And a potential fighting type move as well. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that though. I think we Ice Spinner here and then we set up a... Let's set up a Reflect. Unless Kilowattrel goes full offense mode, which I don't think he will. But yeah, the purpose of Ghost Tera is usually just to get around fighting moves and fake outs. So, I think whatever he does here with the Iron Hands, he probably targets the Chien-Pao. And if that's the case, we can get a good knockout onto it. Onto the Kilowattrel, I mean. And yeah, fake out gonna be the obvious play there. That's why I went for Ghost Tera. Reflect comes out. And then Ice Spinner. Oh wait, he's slower? Sometimes I forget how fast Chien-Pao actually really is. But he does get a Tailwind there. Okay. I think Garchomp is a good play here. And we don't really need Light Screen right now. So I'm thinking Kilowattrel might protect as he tries to attack into my Chien-Pao. But I don't know, it would just be nice to get damage on the Iron Hands. Yeah, I think we make the swap into Garchomp. And then let's just try and go for a Spirit Break here. He might protect, but we're going to swap the Chien-Pao for sure. So Garchomp comes out. Because I think he might have went for Wild Charge, that's why I made this play. And he does protect, okay. I feel like that was kind of obvious, but it's not the worst thing to KO the Kilowattrel, because now we're still in a good spot. Okay. You know what, though? He does also have the Drain Punch. I think we still go for Stomping here. Get damage on him. And then try and KO the Kilowattrel. Thunderbolt, okay. It's gonna do actually pretty good damage, and he gets the Paralysis, okay. I feel like every time I've faced Kilowattrel, it always gets a Paralysis, which is super, super annoying. But we're going to get Rough Skin, and then hopefully we're still able to take out Kilowattrel. Stomping Tantrum does so much in the Iron Hands. And yeah, we do take him out. Okay, good. You know what though, if we had Spirit Break the previous turn, we would have been in a better spot. So, I think it just goes to show, just trust your gut. Sometimes just do the first play that comes to mind. But, yeah. So, I'm thinking actually, see, the first play that comes to mind here is just to go out of the Chien-Pao. Because he wants to go for Drain Punch and heal up. And how many turns left of Tailwind? One? One turn. A double swap could make sense here. Yeah, okay, so we're going to swap into Chien-Pao, and then we're going to swap into Corviknight. And I think that puts us in a better spot, because I think he will go for a Drain Punch into the Garchomp, which we would be able to avoid with Chien-Pao. If we don't, I'm pretty sure we survive, because, yeah, we have Focus Sash anyway. We would survive an attack from the Sylveon. Does he Tera, though? He might Tera here. Maybe not. Now I'm wishing we did have the chance to set up a... What's it called? The move... what's it called? The light screen. I couldn't think of it. There it is. Chien-Pao's kind of done his job, though. And yeah, he was, pretty sure he was Throat Spray. He was, yeah. I don't know, the Iron Hands is scary. Hoping he doesn't protect here. If he protects, though, he got us. Oh, this looks like it's going to be Tera Fire with Sylveon. Tera Fire, Tera Blast would make sense. Oh, if he protects, then this was an excellent play from the opponent. But he didn't. Okay, so I think we're going to be able to take out the Iron Hands. And now it depends. I'm wondering, maybe he went for Hyper Voice again. But Brave Bird should do okay damage. Oh, it did really good damage in the Sylveon. Sometimes I forget its defense is not great. Now I think we just bring in Garchomp. He didn't go for Terra Blast. Interesting. I personally would have gone for Terra Blast. Yeah, I think we go for Garchomp here. I was gonna bring in Grimmsnarl for a second, but then I was like, what if he protects Sylveon, takes out one of my Pokemon? His last Pokemon is Blue Bonnet. Okay. So we're Goggles with the Corviknight. I think Earthquake would be good here, and then we go for... Let's actually go for Roost. Because Earthquake would KO the Sylveon. Yeah, he's just going to protect. I think he should have done that last turn, to be honest. But then again, there is such a thing as being too passive, like protecting too much, because that can put you in a really bad spot, because then the opponent might catch on to that and just go for a strong move. But if that's the case, hoping he actually just spores the Corviknight. Nope, he spored the Garchomp, okay. Okay. Let's just try and wake up here. Oh, Rage Powder would be really... Actually, no, we have Safety Goggles, so we're good. Okay, and he didn't Rage Powder. So we stay asleep with Garchomp, good. But then in the end game, like, what does Brute Bonnet really do into our Corviknight? And that's just why I love this core so much. You just use Earthquake into, like, half of your team, which you can protect, or you can, you know, have the immunity with Corviknight. And then its typing is really good as well. It only really is scared about electric type moves, so like from the Kilowattrel, and that's why I wanted to get rid of that thing like right away. But yeah, if that's the case here, we're just gonna go for Dragon Claw, try and wake up here, and go for a Brave Bird. I think the opponent will forfeit. Yeah, that's what I would have done in that scenario. Brew Bonnet, not a great Pokemon right now. If you saw my previous YouTube video, actually, I used Brute Bonnet, and it's not great into the meta because of like having so many weaknesses. It has 7 weaknesses. It's got a Dark type, which is obviously with the Flutter Mane, fighting moves, bug moves. U-turns are pretty common right now as well. Iron Hands beats it. Yeah, it's just, you can make it work with the right team for sure. Like I feel like I kind of made it work a little bit in that previous team I used on YouTube, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's not great. Alright, next opponent actually has, kind of looks a little bit like a balanced team, but not really. He's also got the Ceruledge. So he's got Ceruledge, Iron Bundle, Iron Hands, Tinglu, Amoonguss, and Scizor. I almost forgot his name. How could I forget Scizor? I love that Pokemon. But anyway, I think Flutter Mane is really good here. We just have to watch out for the Scizor. So if he brings Scizor, we definitely want to have Corviknight in the back. Also, what hits Scizor really hard? This is where I wish we would have changed the Tera on our Grimmsnarl into something that resists Steel. If that's the case, though, maybe we don't bring Grimmsnarl. Although Amoonguss is annoying. Are we Fairy Tera? Yeah, we are Fairy Tera. Yeah, I think we just go Garchomp, and then Corviknight in the back, and maybe Chien-Pao. Yeah, I don't think Bundle's great in this matchup. Like, it would do good into the Amoonguss and into the Tinglu, but I feel like we can deal with Amoonguss and Tinglu. He might not bring, because we have Flutter Mane. So let's see. I don't know, he's got a scary team for sure. Let's see what his lead is. So his lead is going to be Iron Hands and Bundle. Okay, not the lead I thought he would bring. Maybe he's got Scizor in the back, though. Okay. So is this an Icy Wind? Very well might be. Okay, I think we do have to go for Tera here. I think he fakes out and then probably tries to get like a freeze dry. This is a super, super offensive lead from the opponent. I think we Dazzling Gleam and then we swap into Corviknight for the Garchomp. Maybe we didn't need the Tera though, because we are Choice Specs, but I'm not sure that picks up the KO on either Pokemon, because some bundles actually run Special Defense Investment. And he's not going to Tera, I think, unless he Teras the Iron Hands. Tera Fire would make sense, but we're going to get the Fairy Tera here for extra damage, so I'm not really investing too much in Special Attack on this Flutter Mane. Only 36 EVs, but with the Fairy Tera, that definitely buffs our damage a lot. So yeah, both of our Pokemon are gonna... Actually, it's funny that we get the Mirror Armor off, because Bundle now can't... Or sorry, I was gonna say that Bundle would actually be slower if it were to survive the Dazzling Gleam, but he didn't. That was a really good play. I didn't think he would Thunder Punch. Although, I mean, it makes sense. Okay, so Shadow Sneak here. Kind of an obvious play. But I still feel like I want to go into Garchomp. And then Corviknight to take out the... Corviknight to take out the Iron Hands. Although... No, I think we bulk up, actually. Yeah, let's bulk up. Because then next turn I'm thinking we Earthquake. He takes damage from the Rough Skin on Garchomp. He could also just Wild Charge this turn, though. Okay, so Shadow Sneak like I thought, that's the obvious play. Did he Wild Charge? If he did, I think we still live with a +1. Although it could be close. Or sorry, not Wild Charge, he had Thunder Punch, right? Yeah, Drain Punch is absolutely fine by me. Because now we're in such a good position against the opponent. We can Earthquake freely, because he doesn't have Wide Guard. That's actually his buddy Armarouge that gets Wide Guard. I don't think Ceruledge gets it. And then we can just... Actually, I was going to Brave Bird him in case he goes for Tera Grass. But he could Tera Grass either of his Pokemon. Let's go for Brave Bird on the hands. I'm thinking... Oh, he didn't Tera. Okay. You know what, though? I feel like that was still the safer play because we don't really need... Oh my god, he survived? Wow. Did not think he would survive. He must be invested into defense there. But he's definitely not surviving that one. And he actually got a good amount of healing back. But then Brave Bird will take us out due to recoil. And it also takes out Ceruledge, so this is perfect. Because now we have a 1v2 scenario. Plus I also have Chien-Pao in the back. Yep. Although I think we want to bring Chien-Pao because Chien-Pao has the Sword of Ruin ability, which is going to lower his defenses. He still has access to Tera, though, so it's going to be Scizor. Okay, this turn we're going to actually Stomping Tantrum, because then we don't want to Earthquake. Yes, I think we always Stomping Tantrum here anyway. Actually, single target Earthquake would do more damage, right? Yeah, because it's single target. So we're going to Earthquake here, and then we're going to Protect. And he still doesn't... Did he Tera at all in this match? No, he didn't. It should just be a Bullet Punch, right? Ooh, if we had gone for Stomping. If we had gone for Stomping Tantrum, it would have been boosted like crazy. But we didn't. We should have gone for Stomping Tantrum, okay. Okay, you know what? Next time we're going to do that. But, yeah. I kind of figured he would bring Scizor in the back. And he does just Bullet Punch here, bringing us down to Sash. There's just no way Scizor does a 1v3, right? He's Life Orb too, so I mean, a double up here should KO. Yeah. If we had Stomping Tantrum last turn, though, we would have gotten the damage boost, but it didn't matter in the end game there. I was just thinking single target Earthquake, because he would probably just Bullet Punch the Chien-Pao. You know, props to him for still trying to play it out there, but yeah, with Focus Sash, there's just no way that he would be winning that. Especially not a 1v3. Because he would have to Bullet Punch the Flutter Mane as well, and then he's taking repeated attacks from the Garchomp as well. So yeah, overall, really, really nice plays by both players, I think, honestly. I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but, you know, you gotta kind of recognize sometimes when you're making good plays. Yeah, I just didn't feel like our Tera would have been too useful into any of our other Pokemon. I wanted the damage, for sure, onto that Iron Hands from the Flutter Mane. And yeah, we almost went down, but that's why you have defense investment with the Flutter Mane. Like, I think I was like 100 HP EVs and like max defense invested on Flutter Mane. So, yeah, that's kind of why you do it. Psychodelicia? I'm sorry if I butchered that, but that's kind of what it sounds like to me. Okay, so Psychodelicia, I'll just call him P. The opponent, P, has Dondozo, Flutter Mane, Brute Bonnet, Iron Hands, Iron Moth, and Tatsugiri. Okay, so do we don't actually have Haze on this team, which can be problematic. I know Bundle and Chien-Pao get Haze, but I just didn't feel like there was room on this slot, on this moveset for it. Like, I am liking the potential Garchomp lead with the Grimmsnarl. I might actually bring Grimmsnarl into this one. Garchomp's just such a menace. Yeah, let's do this in case he brings Brute Bonnet. And I think we leave Flutter Mane out of the equation in this one. And we just go for either Bundle or Chien-Pao. Chien-Pao is more offensive, Bundle more for support. Let's bring Bundle. Let's give Bundle a chance to shine. Yeah, let's do it. I was going to say Chien-Pao because it synergizes so well with my physical attackers with Sword of Ruin. Which, speaking of which, I think this entire team except for Bundle and Fluttermane are physical attackers. But, you know, it could be worse. I've made teams before, or used teams as well, where pretty much all of the Pokemon are just physical attackers, but yeah, it's definitely kind of risky sometimes in case they've got Pokemon with really high physical defense. So, ooh, interesting lead from the opponents. I think we go for Stomping here, because then if he fakes us out, that's perfect. Hopefully he fakes out the Garchomp. I would if I were him. This is not looking good. I think I should actually change my Grimmsnarl to Grass Tera after this. But yeah, let's try and set up a Misty Terrain. We'll go for Stomping Tantrum. Fake Out would make sense into Garchomp. Okay, that's actually perfect. Because now we get up a Misty Terrain. He can't Spore. And then Stomping Tantrum is going to do so much damage next turn. Garchomp flinches, and the Spore... Oh, he actually didn't go for Spore. Wow. Is this Choice Band? That feels like Choice Band damage. But I don't think we go down. Yeah, 4 hits. Okay. Stomping gonna go into the Iron Hands. Does he have any flying types? He does not. I'm just debating what I want to do against the... I was gonna call it Amoonguss, but against the Brute Bond, I'm debating what I want to do. Do we just go for Spirit Break for some damage? Like, it's good damage. Yeah, let's just do that. No, he just Sucker Punched. Wow, okay. Wow. Did not expect that. And it's also... I forgot, it's not Psychic Terrain, so we are still vulnerable to the attacks from priority. Attacks that have priority. Yeah, Spirit Break should do okay damage. It does. Okay. Special attack drop, guaranteed. Okay. Corviknight. I think we actually Tera Bulk Up here. And then we go for a Reflect. Yeah. I don't know. If there's any chance of saving this game, I think this is the play we gotta make. To start stacking the Bulk Ups. Although if he has Dondozo in the back, it's not gonna matter. Either way, he didn't go for Dondozo this turn. So he might not have brought it. Let's see though. So Tera Fire Corviknight. He played super, super well those first 2 turns. I probably should have prioritized Reflect, but I was like sure he was going to Spore. He probably knew that too. I mean, how do you predict that like you have Misty Terrain on Grimmsnarl? Because Grimmsnarl runs so many different things. Oh, this just barely, I think, picks up the KO. If we survive and he gets 4, but no, oh yeah, he did get 4. Okay, sweet. Ooh, this is actually pretty good. This is good for sure. This is good, good, good. Okay, so I think... Do we need another Bulk Up? Who else did he have? He had, Dondozo, Tatsuki. Yeah, let's actually make this play. And do we want to set up a Light Screen instead? I don't know, maybe he just brought Tatsugiri on himself, or by himself. Let's try and set up a Light Screen. See if he switches. Nope, he just Sucker Punched. Sweet! Okay, good. Very, very good. If this is not a target into the Grimmsnarl, then we're like sitting really pretty here. But it could have been. Maybe he doubled it. He did, okay. Fair enough, fair enough. Now I think we actually have to protect with Bundle. Because I don't think even a +2 Brave Bird will take out the Iron Hands in this game. Like, good news is we're faster than everything with Speed Booster. But yeah, at this point we're going to Brave Bird, and then we're going to Protect. I just don't want to get bullet seeded, you know? Still no switches from the opponents and no Teras, so he's got that on us. If we can make a sweep here, though, with Corviknight, I will be super happy. Ah, he doesn't actually get KO'd. Spore? Makes sense. But we are safety goggles, and he just goes for Drain Punch. Okay. Mist goes away. Wait, but why would he Spore? Does he just not know about the additional effect? We don't really have an opportunity to Roost here either, because both of his Pokemon can deal so much damage into my bundle. I think we just have to just double attack into him and then hope that we can get... Okay. Hope that we can get a... Yeah, so Freeze Dry is the obvious play there. I was going to say hope that we can get a Roost later. It just depends on what he brought, though. So we're going to get the double KO here, and then we're sitting with a +2/+2 Corviknight, but we're at half health. So... we do have Encore on Bundle. I just really hope this isn't Dondozo Tatsugiri. Pharaoh Polilla. Iron Moth, okay. Melon? Special attack booster, interesting. This is super scary here, though. I think he's actually Choice Specs on the Flutter Mane. Now let's Protect anyway. He's probably just going to go for like Specs Dazzling Gleam. Maybe with Fairy Tera. But the reason I want to Protect this turn is because I think he's going to Tera. So let's see if he uses his Terastalization. And he will. This could even be Grass Tera on Iron Moth. Nope, it's just going to straight up be a Fairy Tera on the Flutter Mane. Okay. So he's going for what? Moonblast? Maybe? I'm scared, but I'm not super scared. It's still definitely doable to actually bring this one back with Corviknight. Dazzling Gleam is the play, yep. Just like I thought. And then what's this going to be? Acid Spray? If it's Acid Spray, then we're like... I think we just lose. Oh, it is Acid Spray. Ooh, not good, not good. Like, we do Roost, and we still resist, like, everything. Except for Shadow Ball. Man, if we had gotten up a Tailwind, that would have been perfect. But given that, I think we go for Brave Bird into the... do the Flutter Mane. We could also Encore him. Let me think about this. If we go for Brave Bird into the... yeah, let's actually Encore the Flutter Mane. I think that's less risky. Although Dazzling Gleam will probably KO my bundle anyway. So Gleam... it still does nothing into Corviknight though. Oh wait, actually I forgot about the Mirror Armor with the Acid Spray. So that's really good. That is really, really good. Now I think in this endgame, Corviknight actually just picks up the KO on Flutter. Or sorry, on Iron Moth. And then he has the Dazzling Gleam, so he's going to get the boost from doing more damage. But yeah, I think we just go for Roost here. If he's Choice Specs, that's perfect. Dazzling Gleam going to come out. Unless he gets a crit. I don't even think a crit picks us up, though. No, it's doing like 20... How much did that do? 29 damage? 87 to 58? Yeah. It's hard to math sometimes, guys. Let's go for Brave Bird. I think Corviknight actually just sweeps in the end game. Ooh, does this KO, though? That's my question. The Encore play was super nice. We had to sacrifice our bundle, and like, I just knew he would go for... Oh wait, is he Focus Sash? Oh no. Okay, so hopefully... Wait a second. Reflect finally wears off, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so we're gonna actually see if Shadow Ball picks us up here. Or Power Gem, or whatever he has. But Shadow Ball does not knock us out. Nice, okay. Sweet. Actually, wait, I think we still had a light screen up. Yeah, because we got a light screen up, I'm pretty sure, with the Grimmsnarl earlier. And, wow, so Corviknight actually doing a 1v4. I think it took out every single Pokemon in the opponent's team. So it just goes to show sometimes, even if things don't really seem to go your way in the first couple battles, or in the first couple turns, you should just never give up, because you can always still clutch it back. You can get really good RNG, you can get a critical hit, you can get paralysis on the opponent. I know I don't have Thunder Wave or anything on this team, but just my point is just never give up, because situations like this will happen, and as long as you play smart and just, you know, keep your fingers crossed and hope for good luck, it should work. Although sometimes you are in a checkmate position, there's nothing you can do, but my point is just honestly never give up, no matter what team you're using.